Hello guys, I have went through over 100 mods for 1.16.5 and I am here this time to show you my top 15 favorite Minecraft mods for 1.16.5 with under 100,000 downloads. And let's get to it. First mod we're going to be looking at is Archeon, and with Archeon it adds 3 new ores, 2 armor sets, and a ton of other tools and weapons that you can make from the wood. It also adds multiple structures and a big dungeon with a boss on top. Plus, this mod adds over 4 biomes. Then it adds 5 new creatures you will see on your adventure through this new dimension. The next mod we are looking at is called Dungeon Cluster. And with Dungeon Cluster, it spawns 3 different types of dungeons that overhaul the regular Minecraft dungeon, with each being bigger than the previous one, with the biggest one having the best loot. The next mod we're going to be looking at is called Space Station, and with Space Station, you need to make this ticket, and after you make that ticket, you can activate it and press tab, which sends you up or back. And then you can use the advanced warfare that I have here to unlock rooms. Next mod we're going to be looking at is called Extra Pockets, and with Extra Pockets, that's 4 different types of backpacks, and these are the recipes for each one. Each one of them has really nice textures, and this is what they look like on the inside. And personally, I like how this one looks the best. The next mod we are looking at is called Impish Tome, and with Impish Tome, you can find 6 different creatures that all drop a different material. With this material, you can combine it with a runestone, and it makes a different runestone. With these runestones, you can combine it with either armor or tools to make a different type of armor and tools. This mod also adds lithium armor and tools. The next mod we're going to be looking at is called Iron Glint, and with Iron Glint, it adds tools, armor, and stuff like that. But this one has magic 0, and this one has magic 5. And each time so the way you level it up is if I put this in here and I combine it with lapis, I can upgrade it. And then something else you can do, so you see these guided books right here? Depending on the level of magic your weapon has or your tool, depends on the enchantments you'll get on your sword. So with level 1, I'll get Unbreaking 3 and Sweeping Edge, and this one will definitely be better with Fire Aspect and Sweeping Edge. But then you can also do it with modded swords, but the way you get the metals you find throughout, or you get this, and you smelt it, and you get that, you can make all sorts of tools and armor with it too. The next mod we're going to be looking at is called Gadgets, and with Gadgets, it adds 4 different things that are compatible with Curios, and if you look at the top left corner, it adds what biome I'm in and my coordinates. But the way you add more, like if you don't have enough slots, the way you can add another one is /Curios add gadget. Then you just put your username like that. And just because I added 1, I add my depth. So I'm at 72 right now. If I do it again, I can add this one, and it adds day 0 and the time of day it is right there. The next mod we're going to be looking at is called Ore Recursion. And with Ore Recursion, it makes it so you can find all the ores in dirt, sand, and gravel. The heights for each of the ores are still the same, so you don't need to worry about finding diamonds on the surface. The next mod we're going to be looking at is called XP Shop, and with this mod, you might need it to be on a server or when you're making a mod pack or something like that, but this mod makes it so you can get an XP transfer right here, and it resets every 30 minutes that you have the world open. But something you could do is you can like set maybe one of these items as a quest for like quest reward for like whatever mod that you're using. But you can like, so game mode survival. So I can't access this trader right here, but if I use the universal buy, I can access it even in survival. So whenever you gain XP from like sheep, chickens, just anything, you'll gain levels. See how I gained 3 right there? So with these 3 levels, I can't buy anything, but I could do something like that. And something else it adds. So it adds more options with that one. And this one makes it so I can just sell stuff. This one makes it so I can transfer to people. And these are all 4 wallet sizes that I have to buy here. But each one upgrades the max level of XP you can have. The next mod we'll be looking at is called Sweetness Valley. And with this mod, you will find 2 new candy biomes with their own structures and candy creatures. This mod adds 2 tool sets that you will find in wardrobes or dressers, which also have candy in them. The next mod we are looking at is called Enchanting Secretaire. With this mod, you can store enchanting books in a single book. You can use a stick to control what level you want the sword at, or you can right click to put the enchantment on the sword depending on the level of the enchantment book. The next mod we'll be looking at is called the Undercity. With this mod, you could find a battle tower that makes floors while you go up. You can also find this little structure with a chest, and with this chest you will find a nightlight. With the nightlight you can activate it and wait a tiny bit, and then it will send you to the Undercity. There you will find a complex maze-like dungeon with over 10 different bosses and mobs you can fight. There's also a bunch of treasure and tools with this mod that you can either make or obtain. The next mod we're going to be looking at is called Ring of Prospect, and with Ring of Prospect it adds 10 different rings, each for a different type of ore, and with it you can put it in your Curios slots, and with it makes sound whenever you're near the ore corresponding with the ring. So I feel like the best ones would probably be the diamond one and the netherite one, in case you're trying to find diamonds or netherite. The next mod we'll be looking at is called Turtle Armor, and with this mod you can look like a turtle by making a full set of armor out of scoot. With this armor, each piece gives you a different effect for traveling in the water. The final mod we're going to be looking at is called Slime Golem. With Slime Golem, you can make a golem out of slime. You can shear the melon, like so, and you can even put cobblestone in him. And I really don't know what the point of the cobblestone is, but you can actually harvest his trail and get slime balls from it. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried a bit different with my editing today, and I hope you enjoy. And if you want to see more, please stick around for another video.